Yes, this is Ronnie on the pro discussion page. Laura asked a question if I thought that there were any solutions in regards to the abortion debate that pro-lifers and pro-choicers could both agree on. Personally, I think there are some solutions, but the thing about any kind of solution for the abortion debate is that it will take society as a whole to work on it. It will not just take making it illegal to actually provide any solutions. The thing about that is making abortion illegal or keeping it legal does not necessarily help women who would rather not abort. The thing is that we as a society use abortion and we use adoption to justify not helping women, and I think that we need to get past that. We say, oh, well, you need to be on welfare. Well, I don't want to pay for your welfare because I don't feel like my money should go to you. And we say that, oh, well, you're pregnant, you can just give your child up for adoption, you can just have an abortion. But that doesn't solve anything. That just says, hey, I don't want to help you. So yeah, you're screwed. Just do whatever I say because my money is more important than you. I think that we can definitely all agree that rapists need to be put in prison. They need to be convicted. Right now we are backed up on our rape kits. We don't have any money. That's the thing. Our funding isn't exactly the greatest, you know. But we need to focus on, I think we can all agree that we need to focus on getting rapists put away and processing these rape kits that we are backlogged on. I think that we can agree that, well, at least I hope we can agree, I'm not really sure, obviously, that sterilization should be available and more accessible, more easily accessible to all women in the United States. If a woman is young, and especially if she has no children and she's young, it is hard to find a doctor who will sterilize her. Because the doctor will say, well, you're young, you might change your mind. The doctor could say, well, I think that you should have 2 children before you decide that sterilization is right for you. And when we do that, we put that woman in a position where if she does become pregnant, and if she does abort, or, you know, what I'm saying is that if she does abort, that was a preventable abortion. And we as a society need to recognize that there are abortions that can be prevented if we are willing to do the work to prevent it, and that's the thing. The thing is that it's going to take work from everybody, not just one segment of the population. You push it all on women, that's not going to help anything, that's not going to solve anything. It takes a society as a whole to provide any kind of solution. I think that it is important to not necessarily focus on the what of abortion. I know that people think it's wrong. I know that there are people who don't think it's wrong. But the thing is that when we focus on what abortion is, we don't focus on the actual problems. Abortion is not the problem. Abortion is a symptom of a much larger problem. That would be like me saying, oh, well, I don't like chemotherapy, so I'm going to ban it. Well, the thing is, sure, chemotherapy's gone now, a whole bunch of people aren't getting that kind of treatment, but cancer isn't gone. You treat one problem. You treat the symptom, or not necessarily the symptom of the problem, but you treat the result of the problem as more important than the problem itself. And what I mean by that is there are, like I said, abortions that can be prevented. If a woman decides that she wants to have an abortion, or if she just says in general, I'm pregnant, I don't want to have a baby right now, I can't afford it. Maybe she actually wants to have that baby, but the thing is that we do not want to help her. We don't want to give her any welfare. We don't want to give her any food stamps, because that would mean that she's using the system and she's taking our money. And when we as a society put money above the lives of others, the needs and the lives of other people, I mean, that in itself should say that, hey, we have a problem. When there are homeless people, when there is a person that goes without food, without water, that should say something that we as a whole, society as a whole, should start fixing something. And that something is, well, I guess the love of money, but what are we gonna do about that? Oops, I just like kicked my computer or something. I think that we should definitely be more supportive of helping women keep their children. I think that it is terrible to use abortion or adoption as a means to justify neglecting the needs and wants of women. What I mean by that is she says that I can't afford a baby. She's not saying necessarily that she, if she could afford it, that she would abort or she would give her child up for adoption. The thing is that we use abortion, we use adoption to justify neglecting to help her. Oh, well, why should we help you? I mean, you can just get an abortion. You can just give your child up for adoption. Why should we help you? Why should we put you on welfare when you could just hand your child over to somebody else? To me, it is cruel to say that to a woman, first of all. It is ignorant of the actual issues of abortion, the reasoning behind abortion. And when we degrade the decision to abort to something like comfort or a certain span of time, we don't understand the issue. I mean, I'm not saying I understand the issue, because I don't. I'm one person. I can't possibly understand the issue of, you know, every single woman who aborts. I haven't talked to every single woman who aborts. I haven't lived their lives. I haven't been in their shoes. But I still don't see how it would help somebody to say, oh, well, I'm not going to help you. I am not going to support food stamps. I'm not going to support welfare, because you can just get rid of your pregnancy, or you can give your child up for adoption. Most women who give birth, they raise their children. It's a fact. I mean, I guess maybe it's not a fact. Maybe you can find somewhere that says most women that give birth give their children up for adoption, and if you find that, please let me know. You know, facts are always fun. But the thing is that most women who give birth tend to keep and raise their children, so I think that this needs to be a primary focus. And I guess maybe that comes from my own personal decisions in consideration. I think we need to stop shaming women, and that's another thing. Like I said, it takes society as a whole to produce any kind of decent solutions, any kind of legitimate solutions. I mean, obviously we're not going to change overnight, but the thing is that if we don't focus on actually helping women, and if we just focus on keeping abortion legal or making abortion illegal, regardless of the other issues that there are, like the economic system, the economic situation, poverty, food stamp problems, health insurance problems, and we ignore all of that, we don't provide any legitimate solutions. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't want to make this video too long. It's probably already too long already. If you do have any more questions for me, please feel free to ask. I can't guarantee that you'll get an effective answer, an appropriate answer, because I am not the best speaker. I don't even know if I'm even communicating my own ideas in a way that would make sense to everybody who watches this video. My voice seems to, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm nervous, but my voice seems to be all cracky and weird. So, I do hope that you get something from this video, that Laura, that I have answered your question in a way. We as a society need to focus on helping women, not shaming them. We need to focus on the whys of abortion. If you want to reduce the number of abortions, like legitimately reduce the need for abortion, you're going to have to focus on the whys, not just the what. That's pretty much my response. Like I said, I hope you get something from this. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.